Hey y'all, this is Brandy from Southern Crafts DIY, and if you follow me on social media, which the links are down below, you'll have seen a list of everything needed for this project. And I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for tuning in every time y'all watch one of my videos. I really appreciate it because it helps my channel to grow and it shows me that y'all are enjoying what I'm putting out there. So, as you can see, this is a project I already did. I'm using it today. So, I'm kind of doing something like this, but I'm going to be using different stuff. So, we're going to jump in and I'm going to show you what's needed. Alright, first and foremost, the first thing you are definitely going to need is one of these little lanterns. You can get a smaller version of this. I got this from Dollar Tree for $5. My mom got it for me as a birthday gift, I believe. The same time she bought me the chair. Well, not chair, the planner thing, stool. So you're going to need that. And you are going to need some form of this stuff. It can either be this or the same stuff I used on the planner stool thingy. So you're going to need some of that. You're going to need a hot glue gun, and then you're going to need spackle. So let's jump in and get started on the first part. Alright y'all, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and it's going to be really simple. I'm just going to take my hot glue, and I'm going to put it on the piece, and I'm just going to stick it on there. And there's no rhyme or reason how I'm doing this. I'm just going to make sure it doesn't go over the sides any when I do it, because I don't want it sticking out. So, and I had a piece that I was really interested in using, and I've lost it. Give me a second. There it is. And I'm just going to go ahead from here and just put some pieces on here and see how I like it. Like that. And I'm just going to stick them down on there. And just go around the whole thing. These are pretty cool. So, and I'm sorry about the dogs, y'all. That's my neighbor's dogs barking. You know, dogs bark. So, but I thought it was pretty outside, and I wanted to work out here today. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm just gluing it on. Now let me double make sure that this is all on camera. Alright, it did seem to be in camera, so I'm going to continue on. And I'm just going to find pieces I like and just glue them on there. Now, my hopes with doing this is that when I use it should work. When I use the spackle to hold, to go over it, even though this is hot glue and it is hot out, it should still combine it because the spackle should hold it in place. So, I want same color, if I can help it next to each other like that. But that is the plan for this. Oh, that's a pretty color. Can I get it? It's running away, y'all. It went all the way down to the bottom to run from me. But I will get it. I like this. I'm going to put it right here. I don't want to put too large gaps in here if I can help it. So this is the plan. I think it's coming out cute. So this is really easy. I'm just going to go through, and I have not pre-planned what I want this to look like. I'm just going through and finding ones in here as I go. And that is the plan. I think if I put this here, I could put something here and here. See, that's my thought process. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna do it this way instead. It is just what you like and what you're feeling when you're doing it. So that won't work, but it'll be like that, so it's gonna go on there somewhere. Yes. So yeah, just pick up a piece and stick it on there and go to the next. I think this will work. Yeah, see, that's too big. So I'm gonna put this up here somewhere. That'll work though. And you just go through. And you glue it on there. Now I will be switching to the other one because there might be other colors in the other one. And I like that, but I think I'm going to do different. They look the same shape, you know? This might work. Ooh, I like this one. Let me put it over there. Like right now I'm just finding what I like and going with it. Be fun. This is really pretty, but that's not going to fit on the sides. So you just got to play around with it until it works the way you want it to work. And go from there. I have no rhyme or reason on this. I like this set a little better because it's got some extra color to it. But yeah, this is like stone and glass. And the table I did underneath it, the little stand I did underneath it, was stone. So it's another reason why I say perfect for that spot. Ooh, that's shinier. I like the shinier side, so we're gonna do that. It's like a metallic. Ooh, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to find a small piece for that. And there's me, small piece. I'll do this way though. You're working what you got. And now I need to continue working up this way. This is too big. I think I'm gonna do that. just try to cover it the best way you can, whatever way you want. See, look, I think it's coming together pretty good myself. Alright, so I pretty much showed you what I gotta do. I'm gonna finish it off and then I'll show you what. Alright, y'all, so I have finished 2 sides with the glass and stone. I'm gonna finish the other 2 sides and show you, but I just want to show you where we're at so far. And once we're done with this, it's gonna look so much better once I get the spackle in, which will also, like I said, help cement it. So if it gets too hot and the glue melts, it's not a big deal. It should stay in place. So I just wanted to show you where I'm at. I am loving how it looks so far, and I can't wait till it's finished. Alright, y'all, so this is where we're at. As I showed you, I finished the 2 of the sides, and I'm going to continue on. I had to put it away and finish it later, so I picked out some that I really liked in here while I was doing this, so I am going to use those, and I'm just going to continue. Just continue to put your glue. Now, like I said, the hot glue is just to hold it in place until you can spackle. So don't worry about how long it takes you to do it. Just, even if you continue watching what I'm doing and then go back and do it, it's fine. You're just gonna be really just putting what you want where you want. I'm gonna continue to look in there. I know this is stuff I definitely want to use, but it wasn't all of the stuff I'm going to use, so I'm going to continue to look in here. So it's I'm going to do that. I kind of like the way it looks. And you're just playing around with this until you get the way you want it to look. There is no right way or wrong way of doing this when you put these on here. However you want it to look. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this. Don't be like, well, mine doesn't look anything like this person's and I really like this person's. Well, you know, we're not here to judge other people's stuff, so just keep that in mind. I think whatever you do is going to look great no matter what. I like that one. Alright. So, there's a lot of these I think are really cool that I want to use. And they look good on both sides. So when you do that, just pick the side you like best. I just don't know where I want to put it. So I'm going to hold off on gluing that one down. This one's so cool. I kind of like that side. It looks more foggy. I'll show you. I picked this side because it looked foggier, and I liked that. It looked good. But let me check in here for some of the pieces I fell in love with. And see what I can do with them. I'm thinking I'm going to put this here. That's what I'm thinking. And put that there. Yay! then sometimes you just put stuff aside and you're like, I liked that, but, you know, and you want to put it there, and then you're like, well, I feel like it needs just something else in that spot, and then you just go look for a little piece. So I just want to talk a little bit about that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let y'all go on, and I will show you this when it's done, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, take your time. You can keep me paused for as long as you need to get your your piece completed. So don't feel bad about pausing me and then like a day later come back and viewing it. So I'm just going to finish the next two sides, and then I'll show you the next step, and then we'll be almost done. Alright, y'all, I did the last two sides, just showing y'all. Now we're going to move on to the next step, which is spackling. So all I have is this lightweight spackle, and I prefer not to use it, but it is what it is, and we're just going to put it in the cracks. And we'll have to let it dry overnight, but I just wanted to show y'all what is the next step. I would have really preferred thicker spackle, but you know, you make do with what you got. And I know I said that before, because I use this lightweight spackle on my stool, like I was telling you, my planter stool or whatever it's called. But and I said then I would prefer heavy. So as I put on the or should I say regular spackle, so like I put on the list of items, use whatever you think's best, but I would get the regular spackle. So you just fill in the holes. This is why I don't like the lightweight, because it comes back up on my finger. No, quit getting on my shoe. So just fill in the holes like that. And we'll definitely clean it up as we go. I really wish I had my regular spackle, y'all. It just seems to sit better. It doesn't move around quite like this. I don't think. If I remember. It doesn't. But I could be going crazy. I don't know. Right. So I showed y'all what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it, and then I'll show y'all when it's done. Alright, y'all, this is it. I think it came out looking pretty good. I love it. I cannot wait to see what it looks like when the sun hits the different things. But if you are gonna put this outside, I would suggest maybe sealing it with something. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it yet, but I love how it came out, y'all. It's great. If y'all like this, please, please, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, because it does help my channel to grow. And I will see y'all next time. Bye!